For the British Isles in just a second, but if it's been all too much for you and you're heading to the continent, let's see how things are shaping up there. Well, by Saturday we'll be seeing the fronts that have brought such a wet and windy start to the northern parts of the British Isles gradually working their way down into the heart of the continent, and you'll see there there's plenty of isobars around this low pressure area, so I think some wet and windy conditions gradually working their way just that little bit further east. So too down in the eastern side of Turkey, but away from those two rather disturbed areas, high pressure very much the dominant feature across Spain and Portugal and many of the holiday islands, and breaking away right into the eastern side of Europe as well. Across northern areas, well, away from the top end of that low pressure, there's some good sunshine to be had across the eastern side of Sweden through Finland as well. Not particularly warm here, you'll notice. We're looking at around about 2 or 3 degrees as a working temperature for Saturday. Moving that a little bit further east, while high pressure tending to nose its way up into the western side of Russia through the Baltic states, but here again, temperatures not on the high side, but above the seasonal average, and there will be some sunshine as well. If you're one for the sun and the heat, well, come a little bit further south here, plenty of sunshine underneath the high pressure, a little bit of mist and murk to start with, but that will soon clear. And then as you move into the eastern Mediterranean, well, here some showers across the eastern side of Turkey and for Cyprus as well. But I think as we move into Sunday, so the high pressure building in will kill off certainly a number of those showers, still staying rather unsettled around about the shores of the Black Sea. Coming back to the British Isles, there are those fronts that brought the wet and windy start across northern parts. Further to the south, the high pressure, which will tend to hang on for much of the weekend, in fact, keeping southern areas somewhat drier and a little bit brighter, at least for the bulk of the weekend. But through the afternoon, the band of cloud and rain associated with the cold front will gradually work its way down through central and western parts of Scotland. Make the most of the brightness if there's any left in Northern Ireland. There is some cloud and rain on the way. Certainly the best of the sunshine eventually getting in across southern areas and across the eastern coastal fringes of England, where it is going to be another mild day. Temperatures could well reach 17 degrees. Overnight, the cloud and rain gradually sinking its way away towards the southern half of the British Isles, somewhat clearer skies following on behind, and we may just see a touch of frost for a time as those skies clear, getting back to 2 or 3 degrees across central Scotland, much milder further south. You'll see that front not just quite away as we move on through to the first part of Saturday, so expect some cloud along the southern coastal fringes and a gale force north-westerly, giving quite a cool edge to the day, and that cool feel will tend to dominate across many parts through Saturday, but at least you'll see some sunshine, but do make the most of it. There will be fronts on the way come Sunday for many northern areas. Good afternoon.